What is this? Okay, good. It looks like I just milked nothing. I should probably not do that in town. Just like jack off in the town square. Hey, how's it going? Whoa, whoa! What the fuck is this? Got him! I've just been drifting around, being led by circumstances. No, that's not right. In Ave, you helped Bart when he needed it. I can't keep a fucking straight face, this awful writing. Drifting, kind of like me. Holy shit. Oh no! Oh, we're not quite dead yet. Don't worry though, I have a telescope equipped. The sprite tells me it's a lady, but the face tells me it's a man. Do that Dr. Girlfriend voice. Yesterday my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was gonna burn down. You, they're ugly, kid. Every kid is ugly.
What? These aren't special in any way. There goes the potion! Oh!
It's a perfect fit. Oh! Ooh! Well, that's gonna be a problem. 24 people have died. We might not finish the campaign now. Oops. I never equipped the chainsaw. I never equipped the chainsaw! Oh my god. I didn't stab that man with a chainsaw. I just made chainsaw noises as I hit him with an axe. Holy fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh, he'll have the key for sure. Police! Nobody move! Like I kicked his knee bone or something.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Armor broken, what the fuck? Just kicked that boar and my clothes exploded. Arcanum.
Damn it. Stop. You totally fucked it up.
Well, you fucked me, dog. We're not getting in now. You blew it, old man. Holy shit, you blew it. Wow, and it's just his face. Oh. No. I can't take you seriously when your planet's called Choco. Welcome to Choco, keep your nose clean. Is your planet named after candy?
Spell shit in hindsight. That went pretty good. The hell is this? It says the sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place torch if you crave the void. Okay.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I fucked that up. A whole bunch.
Hi there, we're back in Edithel, where we're clinging to life once again. Things got a little slow paced at the end. Oh, Jesus Christ. Got another problem to worry about here. Why is this forbidden? Well, it's gotta go. My frame rate is plummeting here. I think it's the Serpent Men, but we don't really have a good solution for them. A lot of Fey moods, which I don't need. We really can't afford too many deaths, but we're also strapped for resources. Right. Our goal for now is we have to get our plump helmet production back under control. Do not cook plump helmets. I have 23k we can turn to booze. $85 eggs they can use. I'm down to my last 2 rock nuts, so we gotta actually be careful with that, because if there's no caravans, a big worry right now is we may have been severed off from the mountain homes, which is very scary. The sad thing is if it weren't for the serpent people, is there's a lot of wild plump helmets out there we could go gather. Alright, I closed the floodgates, so this lava should sort itself out eventually. Let's continue work on our little Looney Tunes great trap. Yeah, this one has a mechanism attached to it, so I don't know why it's not opening like the others. 14 mechanisms to round that out. See, we have to get our drinks under control. And then we somehow have to go several years without anyone dying so that migrants are actually attracted to this place. Alright, he's claimed a craftsdwarf's workshop. We must have rocks, cut gems. Yeah, we have to actually start paying attention to their moves. I don't have a jeweler. We have gems, so we're going to make this an extension of the Craftsdwarf's Workshop, because technically if we did go with that loot, they would cut the gems and then encrust the gems onto crafted items. So that's an okay place to put it. Dwarven child has slipped into depression. How existential. Out of 13 or 14 serpent men, 5 survived the flooding because of the way I set it up. Looks like it's actually having trouble going into the mushroom. Might actually be incapable of going under the mushroom because it takes up the Z level with the cat. That's a dead plump helmet, okay. Just checking to see how large this room is, because if we could capture some of this and wall it off, that would expand our territory. It's a lot of dead baby trees. The doctor's grown attached to a steel shield. Wow. Serve and protect. Do no harm. You can actually bash with a shield, so. Let's get that jeweler's workshop going before this guy snaps on us. Can't have too many people losing it. We're down to 47. The surface is relatively safe. We can trap goblins in the crawl space and then fight them piecemeal. The problem is I always get fucking siege when people are dicking around on the surface. But the one upside is with the new entrance, they get to the surface way quicker. In fact, I think I'm going to actually raise the bridge, so I don't have to worry about defending that entrance. Tunnel bridge. Surface gate. I'm going to pick this turnip because I want to just make sure people can actually... Oh, I can't pick that turnip. I want to make sure people can actually access this. But a merchant caravan still should have came last year because there's other paths to get to my trade depot. I'm really worried that I didn't dig that properly. Goblin Bard is here to visit. Please just cut gems forever before that guy has a nervous breakdown. We will get a artifact out of this if I'm quick. He's still cutting. I don't have any good jewelers, I suppose is the problem. I don't think I have any drink work orders right now. So we're just gonna have some heavy-handed ones. Is there any way to, like, suspend the whole workstation without destroying it? No. You might be able to set it to 0 work orders allowed, but maybe not. Okay, he's working, so that's one less guy that we have to worry about snapping. What a great idea. Dwarf's got a little afro. A peasant. Her hair is coiled, her very long hair is neatly combed, and her deeply sunken, large, irised copper eyes are very round. Her head is narrow, her eyelashes are quite long, her hair is auburn, her Her skin is burnt umber, and her nose is somewhat broad. So yeah, even though we can lock these doors due to a bug, I want to phase that out of our defense strategy. We have the Great Bridge, and we have to get a drawbridge up at the entrance. I see you, Libash Odom. The fuck? Oh, Libash, not Libash. Get that sorted out before she floats down. Yeah, I really wish I had the military or the engineering infrastructure to deal with these serpent men. Technically, a bunch of cage traps as well, which requires mechanisms. So you would put cage traps here. That would hopefully scoop them all up. I'm tempted to try and spook them, but a marble scepter with a gem set in it. In Stolaral Osherngamrash. A lot of artifacts on this map, but I don't know why. There it is. It's encrusted with tapered, baguette-cut rose quartzes. It's adorned with hanging rings of obsidian and menaces with spikes of marble. It's a nice scepter. We can use that as the new mayor symbol. I think we were able to retrieve the artifacts from our baron, his symbols of office, but maybe we should use new artifacts to usher in a new age of NFL. Maybe not. Dwarven child is throwing a tantrum. When aren't they? I wonder if maybe people are drinking too much because there's a tavern. Because I think they overdrink. But yeah, if I could just get the serpent people in, then you'd flip the switch, which would hopefully get all of them, but then also the ones that make it across would get caught in cage traps. Tell you what I can do. So you can't use the crackdown to go outside, so I should be able to forbid, well, highly disincentivize traffic here. And if they're still able to get to the surface, that means they actually are using the new ramp. Just start off with something simple, like a wood cutting job. Oh, they can get to it. So someone should charge up there. I'm going to open these because as long as we're not fucking with the switch, there's no reason not to use the tavern doors. I'm going to go cut the tree down. Perfect. They should get up there relatively quickly. Not as quickly as the stairwell, but they should move diagonally. Yep. Not as quick as the stairwell, but this is the only way for the caravan to get that deep into the caverns. So the ramp works. Now we just need to solve the mystery how the fucking caravans will come. I looked into it briefly. There's a chance that our mountain home could be under siege right now. Or because I had to deconstruct the trade depot a couple times, they might just refuse to trade with me, but they should have still sent a liaison, I think. Honestly, considering the state of the town, I'm amazed that 8 people are that happy. Alright, let's get that slab placed, because that guy's haunting the entrance. Some more mangrove trees. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a fucking king's ransom of serpent men here. And it would be very hard to drown them. At the same time, though, I think I should. God, that's going to be really hard to pipe that lava over, though. So basically, like right here. And then it should pour out at a decent pace and trap them all. It'll cost us a miner, which I don't like, but... So we'd hatch that off with obsidian, and you'd put the floodgate like over here. Well, you'd put it probably here, so we can use this tunnel for other shenanigans. That should work. And yeah, we don't get any... There's a copper cage. These copper cages need to get hauled away and put somewhere. Put to rest. Perfect. Real mechanism shortage. I think people are just too sober / angry. Here we go. Got some cave wheat beer coming in. 65 drinks, I think, solves our drink problem. And we have soap, so... We can eat eggs, but I am still pretty scared that we might have no plump helmets available. We're just going to have to slowly build up a supply using the wild mushrooms in the cavern. I don't think we'll find any wild rock nuts or cave wheat, though, so those supplies are limited. And yeah, we have a huge surplus of food, so people shouldn't be eating these raw plump helmets. Okay. And we established that you can't walk up to the surface from here. So we can probably wall this off rather safely. Put the wall here. Probably be able to diorite rocks. Native gold. Alright, I was worried that the drink situation was going to be a lot more dire, but we bounced back pretty quick on that one. Town's pretty big for 48 people. I miss the heyday of Edithel when we were at like 120. I don't think you want to be named after a dwarf in this town. It's just a place of death. Oh, the broker is the mayor. Well, that's not going to come up until we get a caravan, so... Today's crisis, I think, is probably going to be Serpent Men, because we're going to open up the cavern door shortly. It's really weird that they're not equipped. We should have enough bronze. And it's so hard to check my stores because of all the stuff in the caverns and buried in magma. The barrack stockpile is probably the best indicator. Bronze. There's shitty damaged clothes in here. I got a lot of bronze boots. Iron mail shirts. Copper helmets. Pretty primo equipment here, actually. Shield. There's full sets of bronze. I don't know why that one guy in the army isn't wearing anything. Maybe they're just starting to train now? Random miner will reset, and then let's update equipment, everybody. I'm a little surprised how unskilled my army is, though. I feel like after a year or two, you usually have very high-skilled soldiers, but I guess they're on staggered training. I really want to trap someone in there, see what happens. I mean, I hope they die, because otherwise we sort of lose access to it. They should die. It's an 8-story drop. Okay. It's 11 stories, actually. Where are you off to, young man? Store item in stockpile. Dwarven child of the wheelbarrow. Off you go. So is there a naked man on that tile? Dwarven baby. Alright, that makes sense. It's got the big bushy beard of a baby, so. It's the smelting situation. Make shields, crutches, splints, bronze equipment, that's fine. Make bronze from bars and ore. Smelt hematite. Yeah, all our iron smelts should be in order. Check the stocks. Have 600 iron, 300 silver, 500 copper, zinc, 700 bronze, 400 lead, and a bar of rock nut soap. So our metal industry, well, it's not doing anything. It's sitting idle, but we do have a lot of metal available if we need to. 600 iron, we could probably upgrade our boys to iron, but I think we're better off with starting to make some steel, which I don't actually know how to do. I normally don't stay alive long enough to make steel. We use marble and we throw it in with iron. The good thing is, while we're sort of using bronze as an in-between, we can completely forgo iron and turn all of our iron bars into steel. To smelt steel, you need iron bars, flux stone, and fuel. Fuel we don't need because we have magma. Marble we have access to on this map. Actually, maybe you do need fuel for steel. That would suck. Unless you're using a magma smelter, melting iron ore to create iron bars also creates even the fuel of conventional smelter, producing 4 iron. And translates also using the fuel. We actually do need fuel if it's magma powered. That sucks. I don't really have the infrastructure to gather that much fuel. Because we don't have access to coal on this map. So we'd have to go and chop wood, and our cavern forest is in danger, and the surface is dangerous if goblins attack us because of so many people will go up to haul it. God damn, look at all this beautiful arrow that I could be smelting, but a lot of it's inaccessible. Quite a few body parts, apparently. Quite a few cages. There's some dwarven rum here that I'm not allowed to touch. I'm guessing it's inaccessible on a trade depot. And the dwarves might never come, so I'm claiming it. I guess an easy way to haul garbage clothes would be to use this menu and just trash it all based on the X's. Frozen cow's milk. Huh. A lot of iron gear you see, but that's probably like dead serpent men or it's hiding in magma. I don't think I have any coal or coke on this map. So yeah, we're going to have to make charcoal. Oh, that puts a real wrinkle. That puts a real wrinkle in my plan to make steel. Because coke makes so much more coal than charcoal. Charcoal makes just one, I think. So 1 log for 1 charcoal. Still missing mechanisms somehow. Need another obsidian floodgate. I suppose the one downside to my obsidian floodgates is like they have to stay there forever. The Dwarven Child and the Turkey Gobbler are fighting. Oh, right, because he's throwing a tantrum. If he kills too many of my turkeys, I'm going to put him down. Town's kind of too small to go on any mining expeditions, but I'm very confident that there's no coal on this map. Just get some spare mechanisms, because we do have to build a drawbridge at the entrance still. I might actually have some vermin to worry about if there's no cats in the fortress, so there might be like rats and stuff running around. Proficient axe dwarf, they're getting better. I'm really, really worried this person's not wearing any fucking armor. They're the militia commander. Oh, actually, Ilral Feshadil, you just might not even be in the squad. No, you are. Fucking deadbeat. Like, go put your fucking clothes on. A bunch of these people aren't wearing anything. The armor situation's good, but I am seeing a lot of people with no axes, and I can't figure out where I put my axes. Oh. I might get real carried away here and draft another squad. That's 20 out of 40 people. 48. Half the town in the army is pretty dangerous at this size. But, I mean, as long as we don't draft, I think, my cooks or my farmers, that's enough to keep the town alive. Very tempted to start placing some coffins, just so that's less slabs to worry about. But I think you can slab people in coffins, so that defeats the purpose. I think it would say, though, when I'm trying to engrave a slab for them, it would warn me that they're entombed. That shit's all done, that shit's all done. He's making mechanisms very slowly. Late winter, hopefully we'll get at least one dwarf in the spring. We need a lot of mechanisms, though, because it's the drawbridge, and then we'll also want a string of cage traps to protect the tavern. And very high chance we're going to lose whoever mines this open. I might actually mine it diagonal. Yeah, because if I mine it diagonal, then we don't have to worry about any pressure. There's one less obsidian hatch cover to deal with. At the same time, though, if a fire imp comes out of it, the hatch will save us from that. So let's go with another obsidian hatch cover. Running low on obsidian, but we've made a whole bunch with the lava traps. We can just go mine more. It's the very last one. Oh, that only took, I think, 2 streams? Placing the grates was very annoying. We make it out of obsidian blocks. Oh, we don't need mechanisms until we link it. That's good. Drinks are going down. I'm guessing we just brewed up all our cave wheat and we're running out again. I don't think we can drink what a dimple cup becomes. I think dimple cup is just for dye. It can be grown year-round and it's milled into blue dye. And then we have some surface shit, but the surface is very dangerous at my population level. So that's not a viable strategy. Look at all these plump helmets, if I could just get out there. Wall this off. Wall this off. Wall this off. And this. Pretty nice slice of territory. I don't think I can plan it out because there's no access. This would be at the massive pile of obsidian blocks I have. Yeah, no access. This is a very dangerous endeavor. Actually, we should keep these cage traps as an emergency, because if this fucking fails, there is a very small amount of cage traps protecting the front gate. Alright. Okay, and it goes up, but it's a dead end, so that's safe. Yeah. That's a lot of work. We might get attacked before we finish it, but there's a chance it'll succeed. And spring has arrived. We might get some migrants. Game got a UI update recently. I'm not sure what the updates have looked like since it launched. But this is the premium version. Not the ASCII. Like, this isn't just a tile set. This is the Steam version with the full graphics. Alright, well, we'll just hope we don't get attacked before this wall's done. Because, unfortunately, everybody's coming to help because I didn't manage my labors, because if you want to be real clever, you do stuff like you have your master craftsmen never do anything except craft, so they're always safe in town. Same with, like, your doctors and nobles. Well, if you want to get rid of your nobles, you could make them do menial tasks. It's a good thing blocks are so lightweight. We've already got the one wall capped off. I'm a little concerned about people standing on the wrong side of the wall and trapping themselves outside. That one's done. Like, see, this idiot's about to do it. This one's done. That's good. Hey, Professor Moron, where are you going? Pick up equipment. Oh, that's a great idea. He's gonna piss off the Serpent Man. At least he didn't path back, because there was no other way into the fortress, so he's just doing a U-turn on us here. My luck, though, they'll finish the fucking wall before he gets home. Don't. Suspend it for now. 'At That actually worked. No trees grow here, I'm guessing because the ceiling's too low, but we could put some farms out here if we wanted to, or just make this some more part of the fortress. We can also disassemble this wall to reclaim some wood. I think that's all secure. Let me just double check. Yep, you're safe. Dimple cups? Yes, unfortunately there is dimple cups. So I'm seeing a lot of gather orders, but a lot of them are dimple cups. There are some plump helmets. Okay, that should get our plump helmets. Ah, glad we pulled that off. Let's get all this shit opened up too. Give our miners something to do, and also more land for this expansion we have here. No, this one's a little too tricky because it's a high ceiling. It's actually a lot of territory I'm about to crack open for us. Ah! This puts us by the tavern, so we can dig in here and build a library or something if we wanted to now. I like it. But it's also just a lot of open lands. Hopefully the cave fungus spreads and then more plump helmets will grow naturally out here to help us replenish our stockpiles. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of nice, safe, inside the walls work. Early spring, just pray people actually show up. I'm going to step away and grab myself a drink, much like my dwarves. That is a lot of land we claimed. And technically you can dig down, incorporate it in the magma forge and shit. Well, actually, yeah. Yes, because we walled off the entrance ramp, right? Yes, so this is also safe, so. This is all considered inside the fortress. You have to get past the tavern pit. So migrants arrived. Nope, sorry. Shit. The fortress attracted no migrants this season. That's very bad. Without the caravans coming, we can't export our wealth to let people know we're doing well. And our frame rate is just very low because of, like I said, my current theory is the serpent men just idling and checking to see if they're allowed to attack me and then going back to being idle. Sand cavern floor, that's interesting. I realized the lava's probably not allowed to go this way. So these serpent men would be okay. I'll be back in a moment. An alert. I don't like that. Fish cleaner's been found dead. Huh. That's outside the wall, right? Yeah, that's outside the wall. I don't know who spotted that, though. Might have been one of the builders who's trapped outside. Shouldn't be a way out there, so that's a little scary. I wish the dead dimple cups would just wilt away. Let's try the grate. Should be functional now. What a great idea. Pull the lever. Preferably right now. Look at that. Some real Looney Tunes shit. And it only took an ungodly amount of mechanisms. This is for the magma lever over there. I have a lot of levers in this fucking town, unfortunately. We're gonna put one here, I guess. That'll be for the surface. Oh, wait. Ah, right here. Because ones like these, you don't need someone locked to keep flipping them. Just the nearest person needs to do it. Ooh, obsidian mechanisms. That's perfect. Because we need those mechanisms to link to the floodgate, too. We'll put that lever here. Because this is another one that we don't need to babysit. Really wish there was a way to sweep away this decorative shit. Oh, cave wheat does grow down here. We can even get some cave wheat seeds. And quarry bush seeds? What a treasure trove of foraging. It's all dead, but... yeah, this... for this one. This is the Trader's Gate. You just need to forbid all the diorite mechanisms. Looks like they're hiding at the workbench, actually. That should work. There we go. Now we'll put an obsidian floodgate lever here. Then we'll uncap that. And then you can use that to drown these guys. It will leave a gaggle here, but I think I can handle these ones. Nope. Well, a bronze spear and a steel shield. Another fucking steel shield. These serpent people. Decent tech level. Ah, they have some copper. I think my army can probably handle those if I can actually get there. And I'm not sober. And we're all in the same spot. Serpent Woman Spearman has gone berserk. Well, that's good. I don't care. Where are my bronze battle axe work orders? Yeah, forge 10 bronze battle axes. If there's less than 10 bronze battle axes. I'm a little concerned about that one because it's not being fulfilled, and I'm worried it's because there's just idle axes somewhere that we'll need to sort. The serpent room. Still working on getting our expansion carved out. This isn't even, well, this is part of the fortress because this is a safe area, but I don't think we'll be building anything over here. We might just keep this for foraging, pray some trees grow. And then our long-term goal is to recapture this, because trees can grow here. It'll be a lot harder to wall this off, though. Actually, yeah, it'll be very hard to secure this part, but that is a lot of trees that are allowed to grow here. A little concerned about this guy. I was reading about the downsides of having too many dead people in your fortress, apparently, and it's they get distracted because they don't feel any emotion, so they forget to fulfill their needs, so they become very sluggish. So while you don't have to worry about feeding them, and I think they can survive grievous wounds, as they're very inefficient workers, or even soldiers. They probably won't respond to orders reliably. They're linked, right? Yeah. So we should be safe to mine this out. Eagerly awaiting to see which miner gives his life for this one. I didn't plan this out the best. I should have had one, like, master tap, so only one dwarf gave his life, and then have a floodgate hold that back, and then have that go into other floodgate bottlenecks for other lava booby traps, but hey there. I've been I've been more reactive than proactive with our lava-based defenses, so not a very efficient network. This one has the same problem. The floodgate should have been here, and then we could have kept tapping it. You even double tap it. So it's like a floodgate here, and then like a floodgate here, and a floodgate here, and then you like let it drain like locks. But Dwarven child throwing tantrums. It's actually good. I'd rather have children snap than grown-ups. I'm actually going to put an obsidian hatch cover here just to make sure nobody goes and grabs any rocks and touches the lava. Even though I said we could save some obsidian, I've changed my mind. And I mean, if you live in a fucking volcano, you should be going out of your way to make things out of obsidian, so. That's almost mined out. Good work, fellas. Beautiful. I'm okay with that. And a couple trees can grow out here. Not a lot, but we can get a log or two. Technically, I think if we really wanted to, we might be able to dig up and channel it all out, and then trees would grow here, because I think trees need at least a too high ceiling. That might work. There could be a secondary forest out here, but I want to wait and see if decay fungus spreads onto the cavern floor. I think it will. I hope it does. I'm not sure if I have to actually irrigate cavern rock. I don't think I do, though, because this was rock. And I think furrowed sandy clay, I'm not sure now. Did we crack that? Not yet. The miners are still busy. Yeah, look at all that land we were able to claim with just a few walls. Of course, in the world of Dwarf Fortress, it's better to have elevation rather than a very flat area on one Z level, but I'm in the camp that it's better to have a slightly less efficient fortress that just is the way you like it than like a weird, just giant tower of efficiency. I'm also surprised, because I've been seeing screenshots of people now playing the Steam version, I'm surprised how many people just make their town like the Crack Den. Just a giant room filled with warehouses and stockpiles and workshops. I feel like I almost feel like I'm in the minority of people that just carve out the rooms themselves. Maybe not. Oh, the floodgates closed. That's why no one can get to it. Because the floodgates closed. Apparently I have another obsidian hatch cover for an emergency. Yep, now we can get to it. Problem solved. Really hope the guy survives, because we got no spring migrants. Get out of there. He made it. Oh, right, the actual hatch needs to be built. Forbid it. There we go, problem solved. So that'll take a while, because it's a diagonal flow, which is quite slow. But that will entomb at least a few of these serpent people in obsidian for us. Which might improve our FPS. If my theory is correct and it's the serpent people fucking it up. We could also allow these mechanisms again. Random body parts we can probably get away with ditching. Any more bullshit Forgotten Beasts? I think you were here last night, so we just have that Alexandrite zebra walking around in the deep caverns, but he hasn't found his way up to us yet. I'm not even sure if he'll bother since we closed the door, so there's not a path for him up to the upper floors. Skilled axe dwarf. Competent axe. Proficient. This guy's pretty good. Decent wrestler, talented dodger and striker, good discipline. He's a great fighter, accomplished observer. Hard part will just be getting him into the same... Oh, perfect. The drinks are shooting up. They must be brewing those forged plump helmets finally. So, if you ever find yourself in a desperate situation like that, I would recommend this strategy. It kind of worked out. Go into the caverns and pick plump helmets and cave wheat. I hope the fungus spreads, otherwise we would have to flood it to make things grow, and that'll be a lot of work to sort out logistically. I'm not even going to bother with this fortress. I'd probably make like this our cabin entrance, make this like a pillbox. Get some fortifications carved, put a drawbridge in, station some ranged dwarves. Wow. That's a big section that got blocked off in a hurry. Alright, that's spooking them. And because we don't really deal with this part of the cavern, we can leave that flowing for quite a while. It pretty much has to get all the way to here, and then it'll burn through to the farms. It's causing some cavern collapses for some reason, which is interesting. Pushing them deeper into the water, which I like. I don't think we can get these guys because of the tower cap in the way. Technically, if I surround the tower cap, though, they're trapped. So I'm going to open this one up again. I think that's the one in the mayor's office. That's great, by the way, not knowing what your switches do, but I'm not really keeping track of these lava ones effectively. Yeah, apparently lava will not go through a mushroom. Which I think is weird, but... There's a chance that it'll flow over the top of it. Here. And then go down here and seal that off so then they can only go this way. That's a few trapped in there. Well, they're not trapped, they can climb up, but... I don't think we're actually trapping too many, but we're getting them further away from the base, which is good. And yeah, we won't know for sure about the cavern fungus probably for a year or two on this. And then, you know, as much as I'd like to build a library because it'll attract visitors, is I don't think... I'm also concerned that I don't think I can put grates here. Because I don't think the doors will support a grate. So I'd have to put the doors like here. Which is fine, it's just like for symmetry, basically. I'm a little upset. So the grates need a wall to stick to, so we can't put windows where that's actually a bit of a problem then, now that I think about it, because of the way I staggered it. This is flowing out again. That's going to take a long time because we let that spread for a while last night. I'm amazed that I have 9 obsidian cabinets still. Maybe several weeks ago I decided to do the obsidian cabinets and I forgot about it. Because I don't know why I have so many obsidian cabinets. Maybe I just made a surplus for nobles, but... I don't think we're going to have to worry about nobles here for a little while. I have a spare granite cabinet? And then I think it was diorite coffers. Nope, basalt. So it's very cozy. It's a coffin motel, like all the rooms I build. But, you know, you come in, there's a foot locker at the foot of your bed, and then you climb onto your bed, and then behind it is a little dresser, maybe above it, if you want to use your imagination for your clothes. Well, use your imagination for the location of it. Don't use your imagination for your clothes, because then you're fucking naked. Which I would prefer you don't do in my tavern. Another surplus. I must have miscounted the hotel rooms. Missing a door. Okay, lava's flowing over here, lava's flowing over here. Oh yeah, they got muscled right out. It's gonna be pretty huge if I can trap them down here. Yeah, I don't think I killed as many as I wanted to, but we spooked a lot. And if I wanted to build shit here, we have a bunch of, again, we claimed more land. We could break out into here and wall it off, have a little other facility near the tavern. I'd honestly be tempted to move the barracks over there since this is sort of our main entrance now. Especially if we made our cavern... If we made our cavern entrance like a pillbox next to the library, and then the barracks are there, that could be interesting because well, yeah, so I guess it would go like a fortified cavern entrance, barracks, library, and then the soldiers can also rush through the library to get to the surface. Yeah, that's a good location. And then you could, if the fortress lives that long, the interior barracks could be like a royal guard or your noble military. Draft all your barons and shit that move in. Did I make more almond chairs? I know I had an outstanding order. I did not. Yeah, I think we'd probably go with a grand library. Since life is cheap for the dwarves of Edithel, but knowledge survives, you could argue. So have like a steel double door here. I'd go gold, actually, for the library. No, wait. No, I like gold. And then I'm not doing these two just so they don't start digging it. We're just sort of planning right now. We go gold, and then some engravings, and then more gold. So here. And this is where the library would be. And I think I would want the library to be fucking massive, by the nature of how libraries work in Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, the problem is making the books, because I think we need some sort of plant, no matter how we go about it. Scrolls, codexes, and quires. So yeah, plants become slurry, and then the slurry becomes sheets. But I think codices need leather for the bindings. And then, yeah, I would put the main fortified entrance here. That's kind of cool, too, because it's like a little tower that descends down. Which is great because you could actually fortify it for ranged wars. That's really cool now that I think about it. So yeah, we would take this over. Something like that for now. And then it'd be really cool to have like some windows here so the army is training and they can see the magma, but I don't know how we would go about doing that without flooding everything. So let's not do that. Yeah, that's the super dangerous cavern entrance. And then there's room here for a library, which, like I said, would be fucking massive. Not even try to go about doing it. Because it needs a lot of space. It needs a room. It needs writing materials. It needs bookcases to store the books. Containers to store the writing materials. Tables and chairs. You know how long it takes me to plan things out. It's actually not... Well, it's kind of big, but it's not gargantuan. And then a barracks, which we'd probably put here. Perfect, I love symmetry. Yeah, it doesn't need to be too big, but I would like to make the library a centerpiece is a bad word because it's in an odd location for the fort, but I'd like it to be a focal point, maybe. It's just an important part of Edithel to document our terrible, terrible history. Because it's so hard to get migrants, I'm hoping we can just attract visitors instead. But even visitors might be terrified to come visit. I think it's because we're too far away from the humans, or else we don't really get any adventurers anymore. Nope, sorry, never mind. A human bleak one, fucking undead, and an overlord is visiting. It's now summer. Maybe we'll get lucky and have some summertime visitors. Start getting that library carved out. And I'm going to make the entire floor of the library solid gold. I don't think I had that much gold available, but... Native gold. $100. Yeah, gold doors, gold floor. Section of the cavern collapsed while we're killing those serpent people. It's good. They're not quite trapped, unfortunately, because they can swim deeper. Apparently, you can't use obsidian to penetrate deep water. It just boils off the surface layer. That is unfortunately a lot of gold. Actually, what I might even do is have an interior wall of gold as well, so the room would shrink by 1, and then it won't be engraved, but then we don't have to worry about like inconsistency in the wall engraving. I like that, actually. I'm very concerned about having that much gold. Because I don't think I saw... No, I think I saw a little bit of gold when I checked my stocks last time. Bars are down here. No, we have no gold. That's actually a little concerning. Because it is a fucking king's ransom in gold we're gonna need. Just look at the floor alone. The floor alone will be 170. I can't remember if I can make gold blocks or if it has to strictly be a bar. So it's 170 and then an exterior wall of all gold. That library is going to be quite the undertaking, but I mean, we're not really going to have the industrial circuits, industries, or even the population to maintain a library until Letethel can bounce back population-wise. So we have all us... Oh boy! That lava's going to places it shouldn't be. Alright, we gotta pull the plug on that. That's an emergency. This one we can leave a little bit longer. If it isn't a terrifying creature. An animal person with the head of an amphibious olm. Apparently a lot of cavern people on this embark. We're okay as long as it doesn't get to the diorite grades, because I don't think those can sustain magma, so those will break, and then that becomes an inaccessible pathway. But as long as we pull the lever in a reasonable amount of time, which we did, that shouldn't fuck up the rest of the town. Leather worker's been taken by a Feymood. That's bad. We have not a lot of livestock. Ooh, we have 296 drinks, though. Have we been planting any plump helmets? It's cave wheat season. Ah, look at all those plump helmets. We're saved. Mayor's been reelected, as he will do. Lieutenant is visiting. So yeah, I'm a little concerned about a leather worker being taken by a Feymood because he might take a leather worker's shop and we have no leather. And like I was about to say, a naked lieutenant. He is naked. He's literally naked. I don't even know what he is. A human? A medium-sized creature prone to great ambition. I think those are humans. His curly hair is extremely long, hopefully covers his cock. His somewhat narrow chestnut eyes are close set. He has a fairly deep and raspy voice. His nose is narrow. His ears are somewhat broad. His head is somewhat broad. His hair is gray, mixed with white. His skin is ecru. Please put some fucking clothes on. He's been taken by a Feymood and he hasn't claimed anything yet. I think it's because we don't have a leather worker. And for a leather worker to work, we need something that we can skin. Dogs make leather. We also have too many dogs, so they're done. I'll keep one dude dog. One dude and one dudette. I'm not positive you can make turkey leather, so I'm not going to do that. But I have a work order, right? I have a work order to cook meat. Yes. So he'll no doubt want leather. Hopefully he doesn't want bones. Alright, the barracks has been dug out. I'll get bones by slaughtering the animals. That's a really good point. A dog should be big enough to make bones, too. I think it's turkeys are the problem. Turkeys are chickens. Or they're too small to make skin or bones. So Feymoods can usually backfire on you. Alright, it's built. I have a feeling the other worker's going to rush over there now. Maybe he'll tell me where he wants to work. Stukos. Strange mood. Has the aspect of one fate. No, he won't say what he wants. I think I have it. Everything built now. The forgotten beast Usu Thretel has come, a great blob composed of salt. It has 3 narrow tails and it squirms and fidgets. That sounds like a fightable creature, honestly. My army's very small, though. Where are you? Minus 68, not my problem. Because we're all the way up on, like, minus 30. Yeah, it'll take him a long time to fly up to me. And we've actually capped off the cavern as far as, like, where we live, so... He should not be able to get in. By the way, that'll be fun when he sneaks in and I'm not paying attention like that goblin from last night. He's claimed the Leatherworks. How did I know? And he's already run off to take stuff. Perfect. Turkey and dog leather, some tower cap logs. So not in the town proper, but in our mining shafts. We're on the lookout for gold, and there's a bunch. Because remember, we're going to need like 200 plus gold bars. Luckily, this fucking volcano is made out of gold. No mithril, unfortunately. Oh, baby, that's a lot more gold than I thought on just one floor, too. Awesome. Not as much gold up here. There's a huge where I almost cleaned out the whole Z level somewhere. There it is. The entrance cuts through it. We're also on the lookout for marble for our steel industry, but steel's a no-go until we can secure some safe wood underground. That's some gold, but that one floor won't be enough to build the whole library. Actually, hang on. Native gold probably grows in a certain kind of rock, too. It's very common in igneous. Oh, a gold nugget produces 4 gold bars. Beautiful. What's igneous? Uh-oh. Igneous. Any igneous, I guess. Wait, why no steel? From what I understand, steel still needs carbon. So even though the magma forge is free, we need to pour some charcoal in when we make the pig iron. But I might be wrong. I never make steel, and I almost never have magma forges. So you might be right. Steel might be fuelless, but if steel does need fuel, then we have to rely on charcoal because there's no coal on the map. That's my concern. But we do have a lot of iron right now, so I would love to get steel kickstarted, but I'm also not in a rush to give our paltry military steel, because actually, maybe I should. Yeah, according to the wiki, because I thought the same thing, but according to the wiki, running the forge is free, but you still need some sort of carbon for the process, so... Yeah. Dan knows what I'm talking about. Are those diamonds? Goshenite. Goofy's favorite gem. Igneous. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find gold. Well, let's just see what are we fucking cutting into here. Diorite. Diorite can contain native gold. Well, that makes sense because we found gold outside the tavern. So we'll just see what kind of rock diorite is. It's an igneous intrusive. Igneous intrusive is granite and diorite can contain gold. Okay. I really don't want to do too much mining near the fortress in case we have to expand. Although, really, at the same time, like our fortress has everything we need to run. Yeah, so we have marble. We don't have a lot of marble, but marble definitely exists up higher on the map, so we can go find some. But yeah, we take the iron and the marble, and most of the fuel is free because of Magma Forge, but we do need to sprinkle in some carbon. And because logs only make 1 charcoal, is we need a pretty robust wood cutting industry to make 600 steel, because we have 600 iron. And yeah, long term, I would love to do that. Basically, that sort of decadent stuff hinges on if we can get our population bounced back. Because I think, even though we've clawed on for dear life in this fortress, if the caravans stop coming and the migrants stop coming, this fortress might eventually die a slow death. Due to the lackadaisical way I treat my dwarves. Alright, this magma is starting to evaporate, so we don't have to worry about it burning anything in the fortress. This hasn't gotten near the door yet. It's almost encompassed this mushroom cap. Once we encompass these guys and trap them under the mushroom, this forest is relatively safe and we can sneak out and wall it off. We have to be a little careful, though, because if we don't wall it off properly, if we don't wall it off 3 high, like flying forgotten beasts can come get us. But then we'll have a woodcut. Like, look at how many fucking logs these guys are going to make, probably. This is prime real estate for lumber, so I really want to claim this fort. Oh, God, look at all this native gold in places I can't safely dig. Holy shit, look at all that native gold. But I'm still pretty pleased that. Hello? A Grey Langer stole some fucking raggy clothes. You can keep them. Kitchen was toppled by a drunk cook. The hell is your problem? Oh, a ghost. I didn't know Golkel. Coal would be handy to find, but I found no coal, so I don't think any of the rock layers on this map contain coal, which is a real shame. But I guess that's the price we pay for having a bunch of marble and free magma right near the surface. Yeah, Cook threw a tantrum and he smashed the kitchen. A rock kitchen. There's a stove, there's a fucking keg, some plates. He just fucking one-hand punched all of it. The Plump Helmet Man is fighting. Iden, yeah. No, that's fucking old news about Iden. We've almost got his thing slab engraved. There we go. But again, I think we can't actually place it until someone drags it to a stockpile for us. Which I really hate. Nope. That was a lie. That was a lie I just told you. 416 drinks. And the food's also starting to go up. On that once-a-year check we perform. So food's not a problem anymore. Ah, right, because he cooked a bunch of meat. Turkey hen egg biscuits, 24 masterpiece quality. He's not done building his leatherworker thing, so that's a little scary. I need tan hides, I need logs. I must have rock. And bones. Now, this is your fault, because I don't think I can tan. No, wait, I can tan hides. What? Logs, oh fuck, am I out of logs? No. You have rogs and logs. Sorry, rogs and logs. Logs and rocks. You have tanned hides, right? Plant cloth. God help us if we're out of thread. We are. Well, no, what is wrong with you? There's pigtail cloth up here. What the hell are you missing? Rock, bones, plant cloth we have. Tan hides would be the leather. Rock. So he's missing bones and plant cloth. Where are the bones? Don't tell me you've been dumping the bones. Might have been dumping the bones. So we have to kill a couple more things. Ghost has been dealt with, thank God. There's a chance we might have just been auto-dumping the bones, so that's a problem. Puppies should make bones. I don't know if turkeys are big enough to make bones. Frame rate can be negatively impacted by plentiful pathing poles. I don't think I have that many. If many turkeys are confined in a small area, they can become overcrowded and start fights. Since poults need no food and have no practical utility until they mature, they're best caged where they can't eat FPS. Huh. Will they give me bones? Butchering items. They do give me bones, so I will butcher one turkey just to be safe. Then I will make sure that those bones aren't being discarded right away. Uh-oh. I have a lot of dude turkeys. Or do I have the logo back? I think that's a dude. No, never mind. That's a lady because it says hen. I only need one gobbler. Yeah, I'm assuming we're just auto-dumping the bones, because there should have been dog or turkey bones there. So, we'll get a butcher to come in, and we'll make sure those bones aren't being obscured. Wait. Oh, that's the tanner's shop. Oh, she's taking the bones. Perfect. Now she should be getting the cloth. And then they'll begin their construction. That was a close one. Maybe it was the dogs. Maybe dogs don't make bones. No, they make bones. What the fuck? Works furiously. Okay. A chiefess is visiting. We're getting visitors, which I like, but... Still no migrants in the summer. Really hope a caravan comes this year. How are we doing on that gigantic gold work order? A bit. Especially because, remember, we get a lot for each. $116 gold bars already. Holy fuck. That is awesome. No migrants this season. That's fucking terrifying. 47's a lot of dwarves to run a fort. The problem is mine die a lot. A stable fort could whoop. Oh, fucking thank God. You're just one of my visitors. She feels pleasure near a fine floor grate. Ooh, good thing I'm your friend or this would have killed me. 62-year-old snake lady chief. Now hang on there, fella. You're friendly, I hope. I don't know why you're not visiting the tavern. Fawn is talking with an acquaintance. What the fuck? That's weird. And who's this? A human siege operator, Bleak One. Oh, God. I might be some of the only alive people left on this planet. I can't even get information from the liaison. There's a chance. There's a chance the mountain home fell. But I can't get outside info, I think. Let's save it, by the way. That gold wall looks nice. I have to decide what to make my bookcases out of. I'm tempted obsidian, because that's like the signature rock of my town because we live in a volcano, but a bookcase can be crafted from 1 log in the carpenter's workshop, 2 bars. Oh god, I can make solid gold bookshelves. Yeah, that's the problem though, is the caravans aren't visiting us either, which is scary. A bookcase should be capable of holding between 200 and 500 codices, so not many bookcases are needed for a small library, and a single bookcase can hold 500 scrolls or 1,000 quires. I maybe made the library too fucking big, but I'm a decadent guy. An asymmetrical dog leather dress. Okay, I don't think we'll be wearing that. Well, someone will probably wear it. I like the gold walls, that's nice. See, I think we'll put a double row of bookshelves here, and that should support a lifetime supply of books for my fortress. And then over here we can put tables and chairs and chests for all the scribes. Look at that. I like how it blends into the cavern wall too. That's a nice wall. Dwarves suspend the construction of wall. Probably because there's rocks in the way. Oh no. Might not be able to build it because it's diagonal. That's a problem. You just suspend the adjacent tiles for now as a stopgap measure if that's the case. Yeah, this is good. This is going to be really fucking scary if a caravan doesn't come this year, because that's 2 years in a row. This guy's a little thirsty. I don't like that, considering I have 424 booze. Just gold bars on the ground when people got distracted. How many serpent people did I sort out? Not too many, unfortunately. Looks like the one serpent man went berserk and has beat the shit out of him. Yeah, so there's a lot on the western side, but there's no way to get to the western side. They have to swim to the eastern front, where I am trying very hard to trap these guys. Yeah, I pretty much need a wall. Like, I want it to go as south as I can to get more trees, but we might have to make do with something like this, or even something like this, which still gives us a fair bit of trees. The hard part will be walling off this northern area, and there's a very good chance that there are serpent people outside that fucking door. We technically have no vision out there. So it's kind of weird that they let me keep seeing the ones that are in the water. There's a lot of primo trees there for our steel industry, unfortunately. Tavern keeper, there's 30 goblets. All visitors are welcome. I'm going to assign a tavern keeper, which is probably a very bad idea. The mayor. The mayor is the tavern keeper. That's very dangerous. He's a great pacifier, which might stop fights, but I doubt it. So I'm going to make this random miner my tavern keeper. There's rented rooms. There's no rented rooms in it. Oh, no. Oh, because there's no beds in them. That would do it. I need 20 beds, and I don't think I have 20 logs. But, oh, wait, there is. There's barely 20 logs. New caravans to send any dwarves to request a one-time tribute. Right, oh right, I saved my game. I was going to check the surface. So I'm here. I am a part of the comedic hame, and this is the comedic hame here. Oh wait, no, it's not. Oh no. The Banner of Women. I don't remember the Banner of Women. Was there a civil war while I was gone? There's my old fort. The band, yeah, I remember now. I accidentally embarked here, but I was allied with another civilization. I'm a member of unnamed Serpent Man civilization. Apparently I'm at peace with them now, which I fucking doubt. I'm at peace with the comedic hame. Yeah, I'm from the comedic hame, but I don't actually live near the comedic hame. So yeah, I could, if Sir Fly is right, we could send a tribute request to the Banner of Women, and then the Banner of Women might send me. There they are over here. Never mind. I'm a member of... Yeah, there's a lot of comedic hames. I'm in an alliance with the elves. That's a long, long fucking walk. I'd prefer to send a messenger and not the army, because I can't spare that many dwarves. Oh man, I could send this fucking necromancer as my messenger. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, I'm going to go send a diplomatic mission. News and rumors. I don't have any news because it's been so long since someone came. Missions. Messengers only go out to bring workers to your site. That sucks. I will make a squad of just that necromancer then. And I will send him out on his own. The tin colors. And you will request a tribute from the dwarves to the north. They have 200 in each mountain home. It's they seem to be doing very well for themselves. The Dwarven Fortress. How do I know which one's the mountain homes? Fortress. Mountain halls, mountain halls, mountain halls. It's a little spooky because the goblins are making some headway here against the Banner of Women, but... Yeah, I have no contact with them at all. Demand a one-time tribute. What is this? It isn't seen as a hostile action. So why is this dangerous then? Is it because that they might attack? Well, you said it's not hostile. The tin colors are going to go through this. It says red. Oh, never mind. Done. All right, off you go. I don't know how long it's going to take him. And if he doesn't make it, he's a very inefficient undead anyway. So, worst case scenario, we're at war with the dwarves, but preferably that dwarven civilization knows about us and they start sending caravans. Okay, it's only risky if you send a whole squad. Yeah, it's an undead dude, so as long as he doesn't walk into a goblin siege on the edge of the map, he'll survive the journey alone. And then I think I'll probably send him to go see the elves too, because that'll help us just trade for food and stuff. Because the one upside to my fortress is I don't fucking chop down trees, so we're going to be pretty chummy with the elves for a little bit, I think. A dwarven wine biscuit, I don't like that. I almost have enough to do the floor as well. 134, we need 170 to coat the floor in gold. Look at that beautiful solid gold library. Still plenty of gold, so once we mine it, they'll continue to smelt it. I'm getting a lot of visitors, but I don't have any contact with civilizations. Who else? I would love to befriend some humans too, if that's one way to get an attention from them. But oh, there are some humans. It's a very, very long journey. It's 10 days travel. The human town of Ancient Clutches. The Fierce Fellowship. The Rapid Nations. That's a bit of a journey, but then ooh, man, they're pretty prolific over there. Yeah, the humans have the run of the southern continent, it looks like. And then I'm allied with these elves. I can only spare the one dude, so we're just going to have to keep sending out that necromancer. Well, he's not a necromancer. He's friends with a necromancer because he's a zombie, but... I'm a little concerned about this guy hiding over here. But I can send the army over and pray there's no more hiding. Because we can get this secured and haul it off, like I was saying. Yeah, very, very concerned about the no migrants, no caravans. I'd also like to point out that no one's actually offering to move into my town. Like as a visitor, which is a little concerning. How many beds do I have? I might have some pre-made beds. I don't. Their civilization is listed in my civilization tab. I know the banner of women. Huh. That might be because I just sent the guy there. I really want this unnamed Serpent Man civilization to be the one in the caverns, because that would imply they're going to stop attacking me. But this is weird because in 264 I made a trade agreement and then they never came back. And then this is this weird goblin civilization that only uses crossbows. And that's my home. This is the guys I'm trying to visit. I think I do want to chum up those humans, because if we can get that trifecta of the human, elf, dwarf caravans, that's a lot of trading. Which, that'll pump up our value and hopefully attract more migrants. Who's this? Lieutenant, are you a dwarf? Or, sorry, are you an elf? Dedicated to the ruthless protection of nature. He is. She is, sorry, it's a lady. Alright, there are beds in the inn now. It says that there's no rented rooms, though. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Tavern. If you build a bedroom and assign it to the tavern, oh. Six beds rejected that are already in use. Hang on, what if I do this then? I'm gonna have to redraw it though. Shit. Oh wait, no, because we found out we could do this. Just erase it. Okay. And then we go bedroom, multi. What? There's perfectly fine rooms over here. Oh, there's no beds placed. Oops. I am an idiot. Sign it to the helm of nuts. Okay, so now the helm nut should have rented rooms. 5 of them. Perfect. And because the hallways are not part of the tavern, people won't wander in there anymore, which is good. So they'll stay confined in the tavern, so there's more likely that they'll socialize with each other rather than just stand out in the middle of nowhere. Want these rocks out of the way. We could use, well, I mean, we have a lot of fucking diorite, so whatever. And the cobaltite kind of looks like obsidian, but yeah, I just want this out of the way so it doesn't break the gold floor construction. Ah, it's a shame. I don't have time to play for a long time today, but we're getting a lot done. Well, yes and no. Kind of on a roll with the library is what I'm getting at, I suppose. One thing that would have been nice is if I had crystal glass, which I did check, and it looks a lot nicer than green glass, but crystal glass and gold floor would be a nice combination. And then, I suppose if I really wanted to do it, is I have a floor below that's solid gold, and then I have a crystal glass. So it's like you look down and it's the glass floor, but there's still gold. So it's a bit of a double whammy of decadence, but... I'd very much like to get this gold floor placed before we stop, but we'll see if we have time. The militia captain Fellstalker has returned. Huh. Shouldn't he give me his battle report? Oh, I think he actually has to maybe report to the Grand Hall first. My cook is not doing too hot. I think I have to widen this. Just so people aren't tripping over each other on their way to the tavern. Huh, actually gave us something. That was weird. I'm from a town you've never heard of and we're in danger. Give us stuff. Okay. Well, they know about us now. Hopefully they send a caravan. Yeah. Dwarves trip and climb over each other when they're one by one, so I'd like to get this opened up. They're almost trapped. It's going to be very dangerous to secure the forest here with just a single squad, because if a bunch of serpent men attack, they will get overrun, and then we're down 10 dwarves. Anything growing in the new expansion? No, it looks like the fungus isn't overtaking it, which is not that great. Oh, someone gave birth. I mean, if we can keep ourselves walled in long enough and people don't snap, we can just baby our way back to power, but gotta watch out for inbred retards, I suppose. Hematite. A hematite vein inside the town. What a world. It's a shame the tavern's so popular after going all that trouble on the Grand Dining Hall, but... You do right. How's your mood? I'm dejected. He feels self-pity about being away from his family, he's unable to acquire anything. He felt hopeless dwelling upon suffering a major injury. His one lung's pretty fucked up. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd be sad too, my man. You're right, I could send that that dead dude, but unfortunately I'm also going to use him right now to go talk to the elves. And then we'll send him to talk to the humans, which is a 20-day round trip. Hope it works out for him. We just about got the library cleaned out. I do have enough. Awesome. And then we put some here for the doors. Now, the one downside to this layout is if people do come into my town and steal shit, they'll get away scot-free because the army's right here and they can just book it up the ramp. Which will be unfortunate, but I'm okay with losing that. There'll be fun stories to be told there. I'm honestly more concerned about, like, giant civil wars forming over bar fights. Who's this? A human. Her hair is extremely long. She has incredible muscles stretched over a broad body. Her brass eyes are protruding, her nose is extremely narrow, her slightly flattened tall ears are extraordinarily broad. Her head is short, her eyebrows are quite sparse, her hair is white, and her skin is raw umber. Well, good for her. It's a shame water's so hard to deal with, because it'd be nice to have a little fountain in the library, but... God, just a little more lava and they're trapped. It's 266. It's been 2 years since I spoke to an outpost liaison. And then we need some mechanisms, because I'd love to get those, yeah, the last second cage trap defense here in the entranceway. How long is this hallway? 6. 6, perfect. I love symmetry. Oops, another undead person that came to visit. A 19-year-old zombie and their spouse is Sigyn Rim Treaty. God fucking help you if your husband is super old. This is a weird zombie bride thing. Skills? Dabbling combat. You don't really do anything, but I guess it's because you died when you were 19. Welcome to the tavern. Drink some booze and have it pour out of your zombie wound. No petitions yet. Which was funny because I got a whole bunch of petitions when I didn't have bedrooms. Rented rooms? You know, as a rented room become available for rent by visitors who were granted long-term residency. I guess maybe if people petitioned to join my fortress, they'd just be very miserable they had no bed. But I still like the look of it. Autumn has come. We're getting more visitors, which I like. They're just not joining. How is my army doing? A very paltry military squad. Skilled axe dwarf, I like that. Skilled axe dwarf. Novice axe dwarf. Some of them are getting pretty good, so. If we can get those guys upgraded to steel. I mean, 1 for 1, a steel axe dwarf of high skill should win against a serpent man. See, the only thing I would really be scared of is getting swarmed by goblin crossbowmen. Perfect. Does anyone get it performing? This leatherworker is a competent singer. This engraver is actually a competent dancer. Get the engraver and the leatherworker. The town practically runs itself, so we might as well devote ourselves to entertainment to help stave off depression and snapping at each other. I'm going to step away while they work on this. Pray we get a caravan or some migrants. Oh, I come back and I see a little donkey. Do we have a caravan? A caravan from Zulban Aral has arrived. I can't remember if Zubal Aral is my homeland or if it's the dwarves I befriended. Either way, thank fucking God. Let's see if they brought their wagon. Not the greatest. I don't see a wagon, but I do see a yak bull. Alright, they're on their way. I would have preferred a wagon, but the fact that caravans can find my site and reach the trade depot is just fucking wonderful. Just fucking wonderful. Broker requested at the depot. Please get everything of value over there to trade. Get the rings. I have way too many goblets, so I'm trying to offload a lot of these. Unfortunately, these aren't in bins, so it's going to take a long time to haul it, which is the problem we normally have. Especially with 47 dwarves, but it's early autumn. Caravan's going to get to the bottom in time. Everything's relatively organized. These gems are worth fuck all, apparently. These ones are worth it. We are just going to give this guy everything we can fucking put on that bull. We need our wealth to shoot up so people will move in and realize this place isn't as much of a death trap as they've heard. They actually might be from the neighboring dwarves, because I don't see an outpost liaison with them. A human animal trainer death corpse, a militia captain fellstalker, and a human policeman. God damn it. There is a lot of fucking undead on this planet. Merchants have arrived and are unloading their goods. Thank Christ. I think he had a solid gold piano. Awaiting 93 items. Yeah, that's a problem, but we have like 2 months before he leaves. Oh, we're saved, because he's a dwarf, so he's probably going to have seeds. We need seeds and migrants. And we just solved one of those problems. If we manage to get our population up, on top of the decadent library, another thing to keep an eye out for is we probably want to diversify people's diet to make them happier, because right now they just eat like very crude biscuits. And I think the even masterpiece simple meals are not as satisfying to your mood as like a very lavish meal. But lavish meals require multiple ingredients. We'll have to grow more things. That'll be a little trickier. So what we probably want to do is maybe get some grazing milk animals and have them out here in the back. That's actually a really good idea, is if we could somehow get this floor fungus to spread. Just have a huge pasture of grazing animals out here and then milk them. So then it would be milk, egg, plump helmet, which is a 3-ingredient lavish meal. Don't think fungus spreads on it. That sucks. So what do? I think you go like a pit pond. Because we have the well, so they can slowly go buckets of water. I don't think that works because it's not... Ah! Designate this zone as the top of a pond, and they'll bring buckets of water if the pit below isn't filled. I don't think that'll work because there's nothing below it. It's 1Z level, but they might come and slowly pour water on this. Because, yeah, if we can slowly muddy this whole place up, that'll all become fungus, and that'll be a massive pasture. Otherwise, we'll have to, like, dig above it and have holes and pour the water in, and that'll be a real pain in the ass. This is going really smoothly compared to the other trade depots for some reason. They're getting everything hauled in a reasonable amount of time. 4 items left. Early autumn, still plenty of time to trade with these fellas. A goblin beast hunter is visiting. I get very terrifying guests in this town. 1 item remains. It's taking too long, we'll just trade. Take everything I own. I don't care. I guess the problem is he might weigh too much, and he does. 200 pounds overweight, too much gold. We're gonna have to buy some shit off him. Solid gold piano thing, like what the fuck is this? Instruments are good for the tavern, so I will buy them. An Inrus, a Taizot, a Mozib, a Vim. Toy boats we will not be buying from you. I'll buy your cages. See, there we go. Now he's got room. Buy your booze. Horse's milk. Maybe not. And buckets. Iron pick. I need your plump helmet seeds, my man. Tell me you brought plump helmets. He might have full-grown plump helmets. God, I hope he has full-grown plump helmets. He has some meat, which we're authorized to cook. I'm not sure if I can cook the fish. Oh, fucking thank Christ. Wow, the cheese. Couple scrolls. Some starting shit for the library. There we go. He's going to make $37,000. Remember, tell everybody I'm not dead. Now, can I build an instrument straight up, or? I can't. Large instruments must be placed in taverns or temples before they'll be used. I have that beautiful piano thing, so... Dwarven child withdraws from society. Ugh. That's good. I don't think that was from my homeland, but we were able to offload some shit. I don't know if migrants will come from other dwarven civilizations or if they have to come from yours. I don't think humans and elves will migrate. They can petition at the tavern. And, unfortunately, I think dwarves from another kingdom, they might have to petition at the tavern as well. We just got to make sure all that cheese gets hauled before it rots. That's a little concerning. Brugent from Plane is under control. Okay. Okay, little kid took over a craft workshop. I was playing a little fast and loose up until now, letting people just go crazy and die, but he needs glass, he needs leather, he needs rough gems, he needs quarry, which is a rock, skeletons, which is bones, cut gems. You should have all those. Unfortunately, I think I had him cut every single gem I've ever found. I don't know if I have any rough gems in my possession still. But the way to fix that is, wow, no one's come up here yet. Oh shit, this might be inaccessible. Oh, wowie. I mean, I have enough gold, but that's more gold. I want this to connect to the quarry, basically, unless it's too dangerous and I'm missing something. This should go to the crack den, right? We'll just leave the crack den locked. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, this is a closed loop because the surface gate is closed and we walled off the ramp, so the crack den just gets into the ramp and that's it. So this is safe. Masterpiece turkey egg hen biscuits. Probably, oh man, because he's just chilling out because the merchants haven't left yet. You're right. That might be what's stopping people from hauling things off. Because, yeah, there's a lot of meat and cheese we have to get cooked before it rots at the trade depot. Is that guy back? He is. We can send him to go visit the humans now. It's a close one. 9 days travel. Off you go. He should be back before winter. And I think it's elves in the spring, humans send their caravan in the autumn. Humans in the summer, dwarves in the autumn. So we should get a caravan every month except winter. I'm getting a little concerned. Aside him being traded? Oh, because these aren't mine, but yeah, it's like this Krendel I wanted to get hauled away. The one upside is it's so far away the miasma won't seep into the town, but... I did not address that guy, by the way, being at the workstation. What shit does he need still? Doesn't I actually can't recall if he gets the partial ingredients or he doesn't pick up anything unless it's already. Okay. Metal bars, logs, glass, leather, uncut gems. I think it's uncut gems. I have everything else. Rock, bone, and a cut gem. Metal bar, a log, glass. Oh no, it'd be raw glass, I think. So I need raw glass. That might be what's holding us back. I might not have a bag of sand. That's terrifying. Did you have raw glass, my man? I don't think he did. Anyone at the depot, please. Doesn't need to be a bargain. The one downside is I think I traded everything we hauled, so... Alright, a little concerned about the hauling aspect here. A single gold ring. Oh man, raw glass and gems. Some of that. Unfortunately, those are not rough gems. It's glass. I think that works. There's still lumber. I just bought some gems. Sorry, I bought some glass. We need some rough gems. Which... No one's mining out right now. This is accessible, so we can get out here. There's a gem right there. All right, it is just a kid, even though I was talking about how we might have to like breed generations of new dwarves to live here, but I can afford a kid snapping. Put him down. I'm very concerned though about this. That meat has been sitting there. Should be room for it in the kitchen. Just no one's doing it yet. Yeah, what is this thing? It's an orpiment inrus. The keyboard is made from earthenware, and the console is made from orpiment. The pipes are made from cassiterite. The bellows is made from water buffalo leather. The inrus is a huge stationary stone musical instrument which uses a leather bellows to pressurize air, ultimately blowing it through any of 390 stone pipes. The musician directs air through chosen pipes by playing a ceramic keyboard and a pedal board. The instrument has flue pipes and both single reed and free reed pipes. The instrument has a nearly 8-octave range, going from an extremely low to an extremely high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has an even timbre. It has 2 registers. The low register has a full-strained, crisp timbre, and the high register begins at middle pitch and has a strong, warm, heavy timbre. So it's like a solid orpiment organ. I don't know what the fuck orpiment is. It's just an unremarkable yellow stone. I thought it was gold, but it's just a yellow rock. Alright, they've embarked on their journey, assuming they can pick up all their shit. And now that they're done trading, my dwarves should be inclined to go pick up the stuff. Well, it's about time to wrap it up. I don't have quite enough time to watch the hauling of the trade goods or to watch the library be finished like I was planning, but we salvaged our trade situation. I'm not sure if the actual mountain homes are ever going to contact us again, which might be a problem with migrants, and that's really terrifying. But we finished rigging up our great booby trap. We are going to... Yeah, I don't think that worked. We're going to muddy this up and turn this into a pasture, I think. We did mine out the library. We have our trade. The tavern has hotel rooms now, even though people aren't petitioning to join us. Oh, I think they did grab it all. Nope. It's just flickering strangely. Okay. I really hope he packs his stuff up. I have a real problem with the dwarves getting trapped. It's only mid-autumn, actually. They have like another month to get the fuck out of my town. Yeah, my only concern is migrants not coming. We've salvaged everything else. If we can gain access to this little mushroom forest out here, that'll help us kickstart our steel industry, and then our military will be in really good shape. Even though they're understaffed, I think 10 guys in steel will give a lot of things a run for their money. If we ever get our population up, I think we'll have to start alternating, so I think we'll probably need like an axe squad and a hammer squad, and then an axe squad and a hammer squad and so on, because I learned with that solid gem monster that axes don't cut it, but axes are great against most of the things we fight, which are the serpent men and the goblins are usually lightly armored. But Forgotten Beast, a hammer might come in handy sometimes. And then, so yeah, these guys are from... Okay, they're actually leaving, thank God. Oh, it probably just took forever to pack up all the gold goblets I gave them. Okay, okay. They left safely, I hope. They might get stuck on the edge of the map, which would suck, but... I don't think they're from my homeland. I think they're from... Whoop! The Forgotten Beast, Gozo Zolak, has come, an enormous eyeless moth that has 3 broad horns, and it is slavering. Its white exoskeleton is leathery. Beware its poisonous vapors. Poison's not that great. Better than web. This is down on 67 again, so I don't care. You can just eat Prundles for all eternity, like everyone else. That's still flowing out, huh? Still have not trapped this last serpent man. Damn it. Really need that meat. Really need that meat taken away, and we did take it away. Awesome. Just some leftover equipment, things that they don't quite know where to put yet. Actually, we might finish the library before we leave. Perfect. It's a little scary. And then we smooth and grade this. What is this? Peasant has been found dead from dehydration. Huh. I don't know how you got up there, but that's a shame. Shouldn't this child be cooking things? Oh, right. I thought they finished their mastercraft, but it was actually Forgotten Beast. Okay, I've cut a gem. I have bars of metal. I have logs. Glass. It might be bones again. Stacked leather? I have leather. It's gotta be bones. It's gotta be bones. I don't know where the bones keep going. Let's make sure that we're not dumping it. Save bones, that's what it is. Alright, well we gotta kill another animal. Get a turkey. We're still in good shape. We lost a couple dwarves, but my FPS is 36. I don't like that. Because lower FPS means a shittier simulation. Things are going to take longer to get done. Yeah, unfortunately for this, to successfully muddy all this, we're gonna have to like really have a lot of holes in the ceiling, which will look a little gaudy. But yeah, we'll basically just have a maintenance level above it, just little holes everywhere you pour buckets of water into until it gets muddied over everywhere. That'll be a problem for another day, basically, until we can start buying livestock from the other caravans. And I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look up what the best thing to milk is. Because certain creatures, they're too large, so they need way too much land to graze on, so they're not efficient, but I think efficient ones are hard to milk. I know, I was like, cave maggots or something are very efficient for milking, but we have to find them. We'd have to trap them, which is very dangerous because the caverns are very scary down here, of course. We might be able to trade with dwarves for them, but... Hey, he came back. He made it to the human town. So we are in contact with a lot of people now. Okay, I killed the hen. That's a skull. Are you... Oh, good, you're on the move. I mean, it was bones that the kid needed. So he should be able to finish it before he snaps. Oh, no. There's already things rotting. Rotten... What the fuck? Why are the prepared meals rotten? Those should be getting hauled over. My prepared food stockpile might be full. That is not good. At the same time, though, that means we can start trading away prepared food. Yeah, I think 3,000 food is enough, so we can probably just start to trade surplus food away. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with some rotten food here. So yeah, rock, bone, cut gem, raw gem, leather log. Should have everything. Where's the fucking kid? So if we finally seal in those snakes, that'd be a beautiful way to end the night. Unfortunately, we did not. It's a real shame. We are just so close to screwing them over and hopefully securing the southern border here for our lumber. Oh, is that a goblin or a ghost? It's a goblin. Mysterious construction. He's underway. Okay, I think we have enough in hand that we can step away here. Couple things I'll need to keep an eye on for next time. We do have some magma still flowing to kill those serpent people, and there's some rotten food in the kitchen, because apparently our food warehouse is brimming with food. We did solve our drink situation, though. I have 780 drinks right now. The food we forged bought us enough time to get that dwarven caravan, but man, tip of the day is demanding treasure from other civilizations so they know you exist, because that caravan really saved us near the end. So we just need some fucking migrants to show up. And I'm not sure how to do that. Hopefully that caravan I just paid off tells everybody, but I think it's another civilization, so they won't. But if we can just get a juicy, like, 10 or 20 man migrant wave, we're back in business with these guys. Oh, sorry. You can't see it, but there is a migrant notification. The fortress attracted no migrants this season. Fuck my life. It's going to be really hard to correct that. I think we just have to not be in danger for several years, which is going to be very tricky, but we could turtle up and just play the economic game for a few years, I think. But that's a problem for next time, because I do have to get going, so I hope you you did come out to watch. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And tomorrow we'll be back with more Edithel, And I think we'll be hard pressed to die in a single stream, so maybe some exciting things will happen. So until then.